Morning all, tcDetects back out again. We're on this field behind me. I think I've only been on it once, maybe twice before. Not been on it with the Versa in the new software, so we're going to give it a whirl, see how we get on. Running it with the small coil on, my preference on arable fields or fields that are normally arable. And I'm running it in my settings, which you will find on the Rutus UK Facebook group in the files section, along with a bunch of other people's settings that they like for their Versa and their fields and environments. We're going to sort of head that way and around on a circle, being left fallow over the winter as this particular field, but I don't think for much longer. I think probably only another couple of weeks before this is ploughed and seeded for the spring crops to go on. So right, I'm gonna crack on, see how we do, and as always, thank you for watching tcDetects, very much appreciated. Right, off we go. Frustratingly, just through those bushes there, this field that's on the next farmer's property, so not on my permission. And just across there in that field, the convergence of, I guess, two footpaths, but they sort of crisscross it right in the middle in an X shape. I'm not saying X marks the spot, but I'd love to trace the route of those two footpaths. Hey ho, never know, maybe I'll bump into the farmer one day. And next up is down here, as in the early 70s, again a bit scratchy line, a bit like that first coin. See what we get. And we have another round thing, whether or not it's coin is another matter. It's very thin. Not obvious shank either, though. I want to say a coin, but I'm going to say a very, very battered coin. Well, is it 2 coins in so far? Very thin battered George III or something like that. I'll try and clean that up and get an ID, but it's looking like it's more or less toast. And next up from us down there, it's quite deep actually, it's about 7-8 inches down. And I thought it was just a piece of copper when I picked it out, and then I noticed that seems to be some patterning going on the copper. So I don't think that's been a cheap, what's it called, pour ring that's been broken at some point, or something else, but certainly something on the end of there. I'm sure it's picked up. Try to zoom in, I'll get a picture later, still picture, but sort of like a little run of circles going across it there. Interesting. And some more patterning there as well. Very interesting. No idea, anybody got a clue? Put it in the comments, thank you very much. So next up was from down there, that hole, about 10 inches down. It's a couple of scoopfuls of the shovel or spade. And we have this rather large piece of chunky lead. It looks, I wouldn't normally show it because it's only a piece of lead, but it looks like it might have had a shape to it and a purpose. Could have been pot mend, I guess. But yeah, it's sort of wedge shaped. Anyway, big piece of lead. And next signal is down here. I was about to just dig it out when I noticed it on the side of the wall, so I thought I would get the camera going. Just see the shape of it here. So I think we're into battered coin territory or button territory. To be fair, 2 hours in, maybe a bit more than 2 hours in, I haven't had a button yet, which is very unusual for me. So maybe I'm about to break that duck. No, I think we have another battered pre-decimal. Again, I can't really see anything on it. Just looks like a battered farthing, maybe, something like that. Yep, thin one. So earlier than the normal Victorian, I would have said. Third coin I think, and still no buttons. And just clean it up a little bit, and while it is entirely toasted, you can just more or less make out the shape of the head in profile. I'm not going to get anything else off it, but I'm pretty sure I recognise that profile shape as George the Second, I believe, facing that way around. And it's like sort of weird quiff. So yeah, I think it's a George the Second halfpenny or farthing, one of those two.